Hi, Tracy.
Hi, Julia.
How are you doing today?
I'm all right, thank you very much. And you?
I'm okay, yeah. It's not too bad so far. Had a few Zoom calls like this, which is a bit of a weird experience when you see someone flat on the screen rather than in person.
Yes. You can't squidge people when they're flat on the screen.
No.
No.
You can't. Can you tell us a bit about that?
What, squidging?
Yeah.
Hug everybody.
How do you manage to squidge without being able to squidge?
I can't. I've got better though. I'm not so I don't get so upset so quick, easy as I was at the beginning.
So what was it like at the beginning when all this started?
It was like you were in a twilight zone. Really, really odd. Getting lots of different information. I don't know.
What sort of information did you get at the beginning?
Well, the same as what everybody else got, and then I got this message come through that you are blah, high risk, don't go out, stay inside the house. You can have the window open. Don't meet anyone. Don't do this. Don't do that. Do this. Do that. Like washing your shopping.
Tell me about that. I'd like to know about that.
Anything that comes into the house has to be washed. So my weekly shop comes into the house, and I got my hot water with my soapy suds inside ready for it, and then I was just chucking it all in and washing it until I had a mishap with the hot cross buns, not realising there was little holes. So they were very soggy. Tomatoes don't like soapy water. Apples aren't keen on it either. If you can catch it and dry it straight away, but when you just think you're washing the packaging, not realising about the holes, things don't like soapy water.
And that's a bit hard because you can't just pop out and get another packet of hot cross buns, can you?
No, because I've not had the joy of doing the shopping like everybody else, having to queue up and wipe and wait. Sometimes Chloe might take me round on a virtual shop with her phone. So I got to see the car park once, how everybody was sort of lined up.
That must have been interesting. What did you think when you saw that?
It's not real because you're not there. And I've heard of all the issues people have had with the shopping and having to queue up and stuff, but I don't get to see any of that. It's like when people said about the traffic, they said it was eerie. But I've been completely oblivious to it. I can hear it now and again, so I know things have altered because I can hear the motorway in the distance. But yeah, the one thing I have noticed is the birds are very loud.
I've noticed that the birds are very loud, aren't they? Whether there's just more of them now, they've called all their mates to say it's a bit quieter, come on guys, or whether it's just a bit quieter than before. I don't know.
Yeah, like come on in. She's putting some bread out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's been strange.
And what about work?
If I didn't have to work, then I would probably either be in Callington Road or Blackberry Hill, because it's the work that gives me so much to do. I feel sorry for those people that can't work or, from home or anything, because I don't know what they do. I don't know how they fill their time up. So working and finding ways around communicating with everybody, like the Zoom meetings, I couldn't work out for a few weeks. The lovely Garfield sorted that out for me. And an amazing WhatsApp chat. And you can say a lot with just pictures and memes and stuff.
And do you find that's what's kept you connected to the people you work with, just having a bit
with the rota team? Yeah, we're on the rota team. I've set up a group and we just all communicate through that, so everybody knows what everybody's doing, sort of thing, to a certain extent.
So does that make you feel more part of the team?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't feel like, because otherwise I'm only here with cuddly toys during the day, so I'm on my own during the day, so it just makes you feel like somebody else is around. It's a lot safer to rant on a WhatsApp as well.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah. And we have fun when somebody doesn't answer, we look down all the gift things, like Judith went missing. So somebody got a picture of somebody running away, and somebody put another one on of somebody hiding in summer. It was hysterical.
I think when people hear this, everyone will want to be on the road team, because it sounds like a lot of fun.
It is, yeah, it can be at times, especially we say good morning, that's not too bad, but it's at the end of the day when we're all trying to find the best thing to say bye and stuff like that, and something different so nobody duplicates what anybody else has put.
That's lovely.
And we can curse really well on there too.
I bet you can. So what's a typical day like for you, Tracy?
Well, they said at the beginning to keep up your routine of making sure you get dressed as if you're prepared for work. So for the first 2 weeks I did that. I've kept it going with the exception I've not put shoes on. I've been wearing my fluffy slippers.
Yeah.
I had 2 days last week because I'm in week 10 now. I had 2 days last week where I couldn't be bothered. And like the first day I thought, oh, I washed my face, put my face on, but I couldn't be bothered to get dressed. The second day, I couldn't be bothered to do anything. I just did my work. And then I sat out in the garden on the evening and sort of had talking to myself, and Barry sort of like said, no, you know, this is going to be a lot longer for you than it is for the others. So I sort of like pulled myself out. And
so if you've been 10 weeks now, does that mean you've only got 2 weeks left? Have they said?
No, I got another message the following day to say, right, you're locked in again to the end of June now. So now you have to do this, 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 and this.
How did that make you feel?
The one thing I am naughty, I sit in my garden when I was told not to, because they said there's people either side. But it's common sense. There's a 6-foot fence, and I know both sides have been having people in from outside, get-togethers and stuff. So I just tend to stay away when that. But because you can't see what it is, it's like you're sat there. Well, what am I hiding from?
No, exactly. It's unseen, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't see it. So, and that's the reason. Like the post. Somebody asked me about the post the other day on the Zoom meeting. I've got a box to catch it. So when I've taken the box away now, because I'm fed up of looking at the box, it just falls on the floor, and we just leave it there for a couple of days before you pick it up.
Wow.
And a silly little thing like I ran out of deodorant.
Yeah.
Don't ask a man to go buy deodorant. Or shampoo.
Or shampoo.
Or anything like that. Yeah, don't get a man to do that, no. So then I had to try and think of how I could get some bits and pieces. So what I did is I got hold of Emma, gave her a list, and then they take it and deliver it out the front to my car. And then when they've gone, I go get it in, wash it all, then wash my hands, wash what I touch before I come back in.
Wow.
As Barry, when he goes shopping, you can be gone sometimes up to 2 hours. And I understand why. And then when he comes back, he drops everything in the kitchen. I wash my shopping. He goes off to get changed, get showered, and then I go round and wipe everywhere he's touched when he's come back in.
Wow.
A couple of things Brisdock have brought me, like my chair and that. I had to go out in the garden with a pair of gloves, and I've had to wash it all down with disinfectant wipes. Don't panic, I didn't inject it. It's still alive. So yeah, I have to make sure everything's wiped down, leave it out to air for an hour or so. So we've been lucky with the weather, and then I can bring it in.
Wow.
Yeah.
So many things that we just, whilst life has changed for us, it's not changed in that way. That
you've got all these people complaining, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. It's like the other week, the government, they rang me and said, how the shielding people, is there anything we could do to help? So I asked them to get me a helicopter, because they could take me to somewhere but there's nobody around, just let me have a walk, and then like bring me back. But they couldn't get to that. So
perhaps they're still working on it.
Well, I asked the GP practice as well, but they haven't got one. So but Kathy Fisher, bless her, she's let me have her exercise bike.
Oh, you said, yeah,
Yeah,
fantastic.
so instead of pace, as 24 steps to my back gate and back. So instead
Yeah.
of doing that and then being like a zoo animal, I can pedal now so that I don't feel that every time I go in the garden I got to pace, because that's what I was doing, constantly pacing and couldn't sit still to just try and get a bit of movement.
Have you had a go on it yet, or is it still having its waiting time before you
No,
can...
no, it's all been washed and cleaned. I've had a go. I can't quite get to 2 minutes without stopping.
Well, that's okay. You can do, you build
But
up.
I do it a couple of times a day. So whereas I used to go out and pace to stretch my legs and move my legs, I get on the bike for a minute and pedal until I go blood red and hear my blood pressure going. I'm so unfit.
Well, this will help.
It will. That's what I needed, because everything I was eating is just sitting. So I was looking like one of those apples, you know, with the little legs sticking out and the little arms. So I'm hoping it'll come off.
Before we finish, Tracy, you're going to show us your trousers.
And my pink tights. Hang on. Ta-da!
Hey!
Look!
Oh, fantastic.
And Granny daps.
I love it. Well, Tracy, thank you so much for sharing that with us.
No, that's okay.
It's a real insight into what life is actually like. We might read about it, but there's nothing like hearing it from someone.
There's got to be other people in Brisdock that are shielding as well. So they're probably doing the same, but I'm not aware
No.
of anybody else doing it.
No. Yeah.
Oh, and the shielding tell you sleep in different bedrooms, use different bathrooms. If you can't, make sure you're 3 steps away before you pass each other.
Blimey.
Yeah.
That's quite tricky.
It is when you're in a small place.
Yeah.
It is very, very tricky. And the other thing I have to be conscious of, Barry had to, his job's changed slightly, so he's at the docks. So he's on his own. So there's no contact, because we had that concern before when he was delivering the food.
Yeah.
He was all right while he was in the lorry, but when he was getting to the end of where the shops were, the staff weren't abiding by the distancing. So that was a worry for a few weeks until everything changed.
Gosh.
So there you go.
Thank you so much, Tracy.
You're welcome,
Pleasure.
Julia.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'll plait them next time.
Yeah. I'll need to get a bit more hair.